under long-term financing, we have three options. So, okay, so to confirm, can you hear my voice or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, good. So, for before semester break, we have discussed bond and preferred stock. So today we're going to continue with the common stock. Okay. Right, bond here we have, remember, bond kita ada par value 1000. Remember this one, par value is equal to 1000. Right. Then if they have different compounded period, so kita kena buat adjustment. If semi-annually, we have the 2. Quarterly, we 4, right? For interest rate, we divide by 4. If monthly, then we divide by 12. If for period, then kita multiply. And for bond, so we have the YTM or yield to maturity. So atau KD, cost of debt. So we have annual coupon plus par minus market value minus flotation cost divided number of years to maturity, then divide par plus market value minus flotation cost divide 2, right? This one is KD. So KD, we need to minus the tax, which is KD, 1 minus tax. So this one is the bond. So then we have the example, this one we discussed. And then preferred stock, this one also we have done. So this is a hybrid securities. So preferred stock, remember par value untuk preferred stock adalah 100. So don't confuse with bond. Bond, which is 1000. Preferred stock, 100. And then we have the claim on asset. So if the company bankrupt, so who can claim first? Bondholders, then preferred stock, then only common stock. Common stock will be the last party to claim on the asset if the company bankrupt. So preferred stock, we have the cost of capital of preferred stock, KPF, equal to annual dividend divide market price minus flotation cost. All right, so then this one will be done. Example. Right, so today we go to stock or shares atau saham. So stock or shares, right, that can be only issued by company atau corporation. So government cannot. Right, before this kita ada bond, right? Bond siapa? Boleh jual government, kerajaan negeri, right? And then, but for stock or shares, cannot only sell by company. Right? Only company. So company will want money. Why company need money? So again, they need money for expansion. Contoh, they have a big project. They want to open up more branches, right? Okay, so they need money. So when they need money, so they will think, dia akan tanya the question, siapa ada duit? Who have the money? So siapa ada duit? Who have the money?
Kita.
Kita ada.
Here, who have the money from the public? Who is the public? Us, kita semua. Atau investors. So how can the company take money from us? Right, before this company sudah ambil pinjam daripada kita kan, dia jual bond. So dia bagi kupon atau interest, so kita beli. So kita dah bagi duit. So kalau dia nak bagi duit from us, dia think another way, dia issue atau jual saham, right, or shares. So here we have how to attract you, right? You as investors, how to attract investors to provide the company money. This is a question. So how we want investors to give us money? So they think another way, they jual selling the ownership of the company sebahagian lah. So dia akan jual sebahagian hak milik syarikat kepada pelabur. Of course dia tak akan jual semua hak milik dia. Right, so they only sell partly sebahagian. Right, ownership of the company. So pelabur akan menjadi pemilik, ada owner, right, of the company. So promise, selain daripada itu, dia promise if you become the owner of the company, so dia akan berjanji untuk bagi untung, profit. Promise to distribute the profit if the company earning profit. So macam mana dia nak kongsi keuntungan kepada pemilik atau pelabur? Cara dia dengan distribute lah, bahagi dividen, right? Dia distribute agihkan dividen kepada pelabur. Cara dia nak kongsikan keuntungan lah. So this is cara dia untuk attract investors supaya beli saham syarikat. Then another one, dia ada lagi allow the buyer to sell if they need money to other investors. So if investors tiba-tiba emergency nak guna duit, dia boleh jual the saham kepada investors lain. Right? This is what syarikat cuba attract pelabur untuk beli saham syarikat. Okay, so this one contoh is company akan bagi satu certificate of stock. Right? They give certificate of stock to the pelabur sebagai bukti bahawa dia adalah owner of the company. But now kita tak guna certificate. So if you want to if you want to buy shares or stock, right? So you need to have account. You mesti buka satu account which is we call CDS account. So it is sama dengan bank account yang you adalah bank account atau saving account. Saving account apa you simpan? You simpan duit, right? You keep your money in your saving account. But for CDS account, you tak simpan duit tapi you simpan shares, right? Like kalau you ada public bank atau Maybank shares, so kalau you dah beli, so dia akan letak atau simpan dalam CDS account. So siapa yang akan uruskan your CDS account? Kalau saving account you buka under Maybank, so Maybank yang akan uruskan. So for CDS account, syarikat yang menguruskan adalah Bursa Malaysia, right? Bursa Malaysia is the only company, right, yang ada CDS account in Malaysia. So dia tak sama dengan saving account. Saving account kita in Malaysia we have a lot of bank. Banyak bank kan, you have Maybank, you have CIMB Bank, you have public bank. So you just open any account. But for shares hanya ada satu. Sebab in Malaysia kita hanya ada satu pasaran saham which is Bursa Malaysia. Bursa Malaysia actually adalah sebuah syarikat lah. So one of the function atau fungsi Bursa Malaysia dia akan uruskan CDS account. Alright, so in Malaysia because kita adalah negara yang kecil, so kita hanya ada satu pasaran saham, right, iaitu Bursa Malaysia, nama dia lah. So kalau in different country dia ada nama different lah, different name for the share market. So kalau Japan kita panggil dia Nikkei, right? Market nama dia panggil Nikkei. And then if macam US dengan China, sebab negara dia besar, dia ada more than one share market lah. Macam China, dia ada more than one. US pun more than one. Sebab dia negara besar, so dia ada more than one. Right, if you're interested, you can just Google lah. China dia ada apa share market, US dia ada macam Nasdaq, right, London Stock Exchange. Right, that one is yang dua US punya share market lah. Okay, so coming to now, if you want to invest, you kena ada CDS account. Kalau you tak ada CDS account, you dah beli shares, dia tak tahu mana nak letak you punya shares. Sebab you tak ada account kan. So dia tak ada tempat untuk parking, right? To park your shares. So mesti ada CDS account. Right, again lah. So here adalah transaction berlaku, which is the public dia akan bagi duit dengan beli saham syarikat. So syarikat akan bagi hak milik atau ownership to the shareholders atau pelabur. So transaksi berlaku lah. So this one we consider win-win situation lah. Syarikat nak duit, so dia akan dapat duit. Pelabur dia nak return, so dia dapat kongsi or sharing the company punya profit. So if company earning money, so the shareholders will have earn also lah return. Alright, so this one will be the concept of shares lah. So macam mana dia transaksi dia berlaku. So now we go for here. Common stock represent the ownership, right? Ownership hak milik. So in a firm. So biasa kalau dalam balance sheet. So in the balance sheet, so we will refer equity lah. Under equity, kita dapat common stock, right? Dia punya record. And then securities that sold to public, right? Security atau shares yang dijual kepada orang ramai. So when you want to buy, you kena tahu tempat dia di mana you boleh beli dan jual. So dalam stock market lah, pasaran saham. In Malaysia, nama dia Bursa Malaysia. So receive dividend but subjected to board of directors decision. So yes, this one bergantung kepada board of directors, anggota atau members of the board. So selalu adalah pemegang saham yang tertinggi lah. Meaning dia ada pegang saham yang banyak. And sometimes adalah dilantik. Right? Biasalah dilantik sebagai board of directors. So biasa if they want to declare, dia nak declare sama ada dividen, nak bagi dividen atau tidak, akan decide dalam board of director meeting. So claim of income after bondholders and preferred stock. So income kalau dia ada keuntungan adalah selepas bondholder dengan preferred shareholders. So bondholders company akan kena bayarlah yang interest atau coupon payment kepada bondholders, sebab coupon payment adalah compulsory. This one compulsory sebab you draw adalah sebagai hutang. So adalah compulsory, kena bayar, and the preferred shareholders punya dividend pun you have to pay to pay to preferred shareholders dividend. Kalau you tak bayar preferred shareholders dividend, then you tak boleh bagi common shareholders punya dividend. Dia punya law adalah you need to pay preferred shareholders first. Only you can pay to common stockholders dividend. Right, so it's a last party lah untuk claim income for common stockholders, last party. Next, we have the features of the common stock claim on asset after bondholders and preferred shareholders. This one kita pun dah discuss, which is apabila syarikat bankrupt lah, right? When the company is bankrupt, so common stockholders is the last party to claim for the asset. And then common stockholders, they have voting right, kuasa untuk mengundi. Undi untuk apa? Undi untuk pilih members atau anggota board of directors, right? So can elect the board of directors. So normally you choose your kawan lah. Biasalah kalau dalam business world, you akan cuba lantik kawan-kawan anda sebagai board of directors. Supaya nanti ada apa-apa keputusan penting untuk buat dalam board directors adalah you support each other. Biasalah this one, right? You're going to choose or you're going to vote your man, you punya kawan. Then limited liabilities. Liability is limited to the amount of investment atau share price you bought, right? So because the word limited atau berhad, so kerugian adalah terhad kepada harga yang dibeli. Semasa you beli saham lah. So if you buy the share at the price of RM5, so the maximum losses will be only RM5. If investors B dia beli dengan harga RM10, so dia punya kerugian akan terhad kepada RM10 sahajalah. Based on the share price that the investors bought. Proxy, hak proxy adalah can transfer voting control of the shares, right, to another person or group of person. This one when if they have a meeting atau very important meeting, so tetapi you tidak dapat hadir dalam meeting, so you can beli kuasa, you can transfer your voting right. Kalau ada undi berlaku, you boleh tulis satu surat bahawa you beli kuasa kepada contoh Samuel. You beli kuasa kepada Samuel untuk vote, untuk undi on behalf, mewakili anda untuk mengundi. You beli kuasa atau you serah kuasa. Right, transfer your voting control to another party, representative lah, sebagai wakil, yang ini boleh. Right, this one we call proxy. Right, proxy right. Next, kita ada preemptive right. Preemptive right, the right of priority to buy new stock offered by firm to existing common shareholders. So the purpose of preemptive right, what is the purpose? To protect the power and control of the present shareholders, to preserve current shareholders' value in the firm. So contoh I bagi sini, kalau this company called Firdaus Berhad, right? Firdaus Berhad, contohlah kita simplify it, hanya ada 3 shareholders. Right, 3 shareholders. Shareholders yang utama adalah Firdaus. Firdaus memegang 51% shares of the company. Then Nasrin 39%, Hanisa 10%, total adalah 100% lah. So Firdaus 51%. You ada tengok drama kan, kalau syarikat siapa punya percentage paling tinggi, dia akan jadi CEO atau dia akan control lah, dia akan kawal the company. Right, so Firdaus adalah CEO of the company sebab dia adalah pemegang shares yang paling besar, which is 51%. So, kalau ada syarikat yang under the company Firdaus, kalau dia nak issue new stock, right, new stock, sebab dia ada satu project besar, mega project, so dia need money, so they want to sell the new shares. So for preemptive right, hak, this one is salah satu hak lah. Hak untuk pemegang saham yang sedia ada. So syarikat kena tanya Firdaus. So they will ask Firdaus, adakah Firdaus nak beli saham baru 51% of the new stock. Sebab dia sedia ada dia memang ada pegang 51%, right? So new share also dia akan tanya adakah you nak beli 51% of new shares. So dia bukan sahaja tanya Firdaus, dia pun tanya Nasrin, dia pun tanya Hanisah. Based on the percentage yang dia orang pegang lah. So kalau Firdaus, contoh kalau Firdaus dia cakap I don't want to buy the new shares. Dia tak nak beli new shares. Then baru syarikat boleh offer kepada orang lain the new share lah. Kalau Firdaus cakap dia nak beli, so dia tak akan buka kepada orang ramai. So in this case, kalau Firdaus dia tak beli, kemungkinan akan resulted dia tidak dapat jadi CEO of the company anymore. Dia akan lost control kalau dia tak beli new share, kemungkinan. So kalau Nasrin tengok Firdaus dia tak nak beli, so Nasrin cepat-cepat beli the new stock 51%. So kemungkinan Nasrin punya shares percentage akan melebihi Firdaus. So if Nasrin punya share melebihi Firdaus, so Nasrin akan jadi CEO of the company. Nasrin akan control the company. So untuk mengelak situasi ini berlaku, that's why dia adalah satu hak panggil preemptive right. Right, to avoid lah atau untuk melindungi Firdaus, pelabur yang sedia ada lah, right, to protect the power and control of the present shareholders, shareholder yang sedia ada sekarang, which is Firdaus adalah pemegang saham yang terbesar, dia mengawal syarikat atau dia adalah CEO the company, right? Biasanya Firdaus akan belilah, kalau tak ada nanti Nasrin beli, percentage yang melebihi Firdaus, dan Nasrin boleh take over the company. This is the important lah, right? The important of preemptive right. Dia kena tanya dulu lah Firdaus sama ada nak beli atau tidak. Alright, so this one is preemptive right. Any question?
No.
Alright, then we continue. The cost of capital of common stock, KCS. CS is referring to common stock. The formula is D1 over P0 minus F, alright, plus G. Alright, so D1 is referring to dividend year 1, right? Dividend year 1. Sometimes questions say next year dividend. Next year dividend. So if the question mention current dividend atau today dividend, that one is referring to D0. Kalau question dia bagi D0, then kita kena calculate D1. How to calculate D1? Formula yang ini, which is D0 1 plus G power of 1. G adalah apa? G is dividend growth rate, right? Dividend growth rate. So this one is D1. I read question carefully lah. You kena identify sama ada question bagi you D1 atau D0. Kalau bagi D0, you kena buat yang inilah untuk cari D1. Okay, D1 is what? D0 adalah previous dividend was paid lah. Dalam question dia akan mention previous dividend was paid atau current dividend atau last dividend. Yang ini adalah keyword untuk D0. Then P0 adalah market price, F adalah flotation cost atau issuing cost, G adalah growth rate. So we Berhad plan to issue common stock at 5 ringgit per shares. So the current dividend is 50 cents and expected growth rate at 6%, and the issuing cost is 5%. So calculate the cost of this equity. So you can see here adalah current dividend. So yang ini adalah 50 cent adalah D0. Kalau D0 dibeli, kita kena cari D1. Right, how to cari D1? Formula dia adalah D0 50 sen 1 tambah G. So G ada beli, grow rate adalah 6%. So this one you need to convert into decimal point which is 0.06. Then flotation cost adalah 5%. 5% kita kena darab the market price RM5. Right, untuk dapatkan flotation cost. And then grow rate adalah 6%. Alright, so you calculate this one. And then you type the answer dalam chatbot. Alright, so we check here. So you can check here. So you can see D1, right, D1. So dia soalan bagi D0. So kita gunalah formula yang ini, which is 50 sen, 1 plus 0.06, power of 1, divide RM5 minus 25 sen. Right, plus 0.06. 25 sen macam mana dapat? Kita guna 5 dalam 5% issuing cost. Right, we get 25 cents. Right, you can convert into percentage. All right, so we check. So we have 0.1716. After conversion, we are 17.16%. Right? So I give you time to copy. If you have done, then you just type done in the message box. All right, so we continue. Next question, we have Zool Corporation. Right, will distribute dividend 50 cent next year and currently selling at 7 ringgit 80 cent. If the growth rate is 8% and the flotation cost is if the flotation cost is 55 cent, calculate the cost of common stock. All right, so you calculate. Only one person calculate. Others, please calculate. This one, this for this question, they have given you 50 cent, D1. So you can just take the D1 straight away, 50 cent. Harga 7 ringgit 80 sen. Flotation cost pun sama. Dia dah terus bagi. So tak payah calculate. So you just minus. And then the growth rate 8%. All right, so we can check here. So 50 cent divide 7 ringgit 80 cent minus 55 cent plus 8%, which is 0.08. All right, then we have 0.1490, which is 14.90%. All right, so I give you time to copy. If you have done, then you let me know. All right, so if you have done, then we continue last. All right, so based on the graph here, y-axis are the risks and x-axis is the return, right? Then we have a blue line here referring to risk-free asset. And here the red line representing the SML line, right? So you can see here we have three alternatives is on this graph. So common stock here representing that they have high risk, right? Common stock, the higher risk among the three. So high risk and of course they come with a high return. And for bond will be the lowest, lower risk, right? Asset which is low risk and come with the low return. And preferred stock will be in between bond and common stock, the risk and return relationship. Okay, so this one we done. Then we have finished chapter 10. Any question?
No, maybe no.
All right, no question. All right, so no question. Then we continue chapters 11. All right, chapter 11. So I give you time, 5 minutes, to go to classroom and download the notes and the 4 table. I may confirm some of you memang belum download, right? So you go to the classroom and download the notes, and 4 table. So I give you 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, then we only continue chapter 11. So go to classroom and download the slide. All right. Done download notes and the table.
Yes, done.
Okay, good. Then we continue chapter 11, Mathematical of Finance. So I sure that you have learned before in mathematics subject, calculating future value and present value. All right, so at the end of the chapter, students should be able to define time value of money, calculate future value of money, calculate present value atau PV of money, calculate annuity, multiple payment. Right, this is what we're going to learn in these chapters. So the value of concept of time value of money, the value of 1 ringgit today, or today, we have the word today, so we call it present, now, present. So the 1 ringgit kita panggil dia present value. Alright, present value. Okay, it's not the same in the future or after 1 year. Alright, dia tak sama atau not equal. Straight away lah guna not equal. Or not the same. Or I can say the value right in the future atau after 1 year is higher. Right, or more than the present value. So what we say that the present value or ringgit, 1 ringgit today is not same 1 ringgit after 1 year. For example, we check. So now you have 1 ringgit and you invested atau you simpan lah, or you simpan in a saving account that give you 10% interest rate per annum. Right? Per annum maksud per year. Alright, per annum mean per year atau dalam 1 tahun. So how much you get after 1 year? Right, after 1 year. So after 1 year equal to principal atau pokok yang you invest, which is 1 ringgit, tambah dengan interest yang akan dapat selepas 1 tahun. So calculation dia 1 tambah 1 multiply 0.1, which is the interest rate 10% lah. Alright, 10%. So you akan sama dengan 1 tambah 10 sen. So jumlah adalah 1 ringgit 10 sen. So you can see 1 year, now we have 1 ringgit. After 1 year, after you simpan dalam your saving account, you akan dapat 1 ringgit 10 sen. That's why I said that the present value atau the value today dia tak akan sama, not the same atau not equal the 1 ringgit you're going to receive in 1 year because kita ada interest. Right here lah, 10% interest. Sometimes kita tak gunalah kalau kita buat kita labur atau if we invest, kita dapat rate of return, right? Pulangan. Alright, so this one kita panggil the concept of time value of money. Right, time value. Sebab dia you tunggu, you wait for another 1 year, then only you use your money, right, as a return, you ada dapat tambahan extra 10 cent. Okay, so next we have the decision. You can see keputusan. So as an investors atau sebagai seorang, so you have to make decision either sama ada you nak guna to spend, right, belanja sekarang, present, or to invest. So you have 2 options. Either you want to guna sekarang, beli handbag, then you dapat your kepuasan lah. So you guna your money today, you dapat your happiness atau kepuasan sekarang. So you simpan duit buat investment, right? then you akan dapat more dalam masa hadapan. So you invest, right? Will earn return, dapat pulangan. So kalau you invest dalam shares, what you get dividend. Right? If you invest in bond, what you get interest atau coupon payment. Right? Atau coupon payment. Right, so real value of money is important in financial decision. So sama ada you want to use your money now or you want to invest. So it's very, it's based on the real value, what you're going to get lah. So investment return to be evaluated to identify the attractiveness. Sejauh mana the attractiveness to investors. If you say you simpan duit sekarang, then I give you 10% return after 1 year. So this one is very attractive. So you will rather to invest your money. You will not spend the money now because it's very attractive. Selepas 1 tahun you akan dapat pulangan atau extra. Berapa persen? 10%. 10% is very attractive lah. Kalau dia cakap pulangan adalah 1%, mungkin it is not so attractive. You may decide to spend your money, right? Next, we have the basic definition. So we have present value atau PV. So the current atau sekarang now. The current value of future cash flow discounted at appropriate discount rate. So value at t equal to 0 on a timeline. Timeline nanti kita explain what I mean by timeline. So what is the meaning of discounted? You go to shopping mall when they say they have discount. What is the meaning? Anybody? Aisha said deduct. All right, betul, deduct. So meaning that they have reduced, right? Reduce, mengurang, reduce the price. So same case in this one, they have discounted, maksud dia berkurangan. So contoh, we look back at the previous example kat sini. So this question, this example, dia bagi present value RM1 and then they ask you to calculate the future value lah. So if they ask you to calculate PV, terbalik lah. So dia bagi future value. This is a future value, RM1.10. If they ask you to calculate the present value, then kita akan cakap dia discount back. Kita panggil dia discount back. Discounted. So, and the 10% kat sini, dia akan jadi discount rate lah. Discount rate lah, not interest rate lah. Discount rate. Sebab dia bagi future value RM1.10, ask you to find the present value, then kita panggil proses ini sebagai discounting atau discounted lah. Alright? Right, okay, this is what I mean by when we calculate. Kalau kita nak cari present value, that's why they are using the word discounted. Right, kebiasaannya future value adalah lebih atau more than present value, lebih besar daripada present value. So when the soalan bagi future value panggil cari present value, so the value of present value adalah lebih kecil. That's why kita using the word discounted. Right, future value, the amount and investment is worth after one or more period. So latest money on a timeline. Later money of the timeline. Next, we have another one. Kita adalah interest rate. So dia punya simbol ada R, ada I, ada K. So they use it interchangeably lah. Sometimes kita guna R, sometimes I, sometimes K ya. Tapi these three all representing interest rate. Then dia ada nama lain lagi ya, the different name. Ya, just now kita ada discount rate, cost of capital, opportunity cost of capital, required return. So terminology yang diguna, right, depend on the usage, right, kegunaan dia. Contoh tadi kita ada yang ini, kalau if the question give PV, so the 10%, then kita panggil the interest rate. If the question give future value, panggil cari PV, then the 10% kita panggil discount rate. But still the same, right? Only cara guna dia lah. So they can have many name based on the usage. Okay. Sometimes you cost of capital or opportunity cost or required rate lah. Depend on the question. Next, we have the timeline, right? This will be, we call it as timeline, yeah? Garis, garis masa, right? Timeline. So tick marks at end of period. So you can see here, ni lah tick dia, right? And 0, 1, 2, 3 representing period, right? Tempo masa, right? 0 is representing sekarang, now. 0 is representing now atau present. 1 can be 1 year, boleh 1 tahun, can be 1 month, can be 1 quarter, so depending lah. So this one is referring to period, right? Normally kebiasaannya adalah 1 tahun lah. So time 1 is the end of period 1. End of period 1. This one kita panggil period 1. End of period 1. And then you can see CF adalah cash flow. Cash flow which is ringgit lah. So dia boleh 10,000 or 10,000, 10,000 lah. Cash flow year 0. Cash flow year 1. Cash flow year 2. Right? Or cash flow period 1. Cash flow period 2, R adalah interest rate. R adalah interest rate. So yang ini positif. Kalau negatif, dia ada tulis satu negatif kat sini, meaning cash outflow, meaning kita invest. Right, kita labur money 10,000, so kita keluarkan duit 10,000. So this one is negative, representing money out. Right, money out. Kalau positif, maksud kita dapat untung. We get return. Positif. Alright, so this one kita panggil dia timeline. Next example, timeline for 100 lump sum. Lump sum masuk jumlah atau total. Total, so 100 total due at the end of year 2. Kalau kita nak draw timeline, so we draw lah the timeline. So we have 0, 1, and 2. So because it's a year, end of year 2, right? So sampai 2, so kita letak 100. Right? And this is how we draw the timeline lah. Okay. Next, we have future value. This one single payment. Right? Single payment maksud satu lah, satu bayaran. Right, we are given soalan bagi present value. So kita kena cari future value. So accumulation of fund to some date, to some date in future. So using future value interest factors table. So dalam classroom, I have uploaded 4 table. So you use this table to find the future value. So you can see this is a timeline again. So you are given PV, then you kena cari future value lah. Then T adalah masa, T0, T1, T2, T3. This one is T6 lah. So present value, alright. Sometimes in the question dia tak adakan, they will not direct lah say present value equal. Sometimes they're using the word initial outlay. If they say initial outlay equal to 10,000, so the 10,000 representing the present value. Atau they say the initial investment equal to 10,000. So 10,000 is present value. So initial meaning ada first pertama, initial, bayaran pertama. Initial meaning first, pertama lah. Alright. So next we contoh example here. What will be the future value of 10,000 in 5 years, given the rate of return of 14%? So this one adalah formula dia. So future value year 5, so every, so because dia cakap 5 tahun, so kita letak 5 lah, every 5. So kalau dia tulis 6 years, so this one every 6 lah, based on the year, how many years, right? The year that you want to calculate. This one is future value year 5 equal to PV. So PV adalah 10,000. Future value interest factors, this one we need to calculate atau kita kena cari dalam table. Dalam table, dalam jadual lah. So I and N. I adalah interest rate. So we have 10,000. I adalah 14%. N adalah period 5 years. Alright. Then you just write down this one. Then you take out your table atau jadual. So we check here on top of the table kat sini, baca betul-betul the tajuk dia. Sebab nanti if you using the wrong table, then your answer will be salah. So you check here, table C.1. Future value of 1 ringgit at the end of the period equal to 1 plus R power of T. So you buka the file, right, and then cari the table C.1. Dah buka?
Dah.
Okay. So first step, you take on the top atas sini adalah representing interest rate. So interest rate, kita refer back to our question. Interest rate adalah 14%. So dalam jadual kita cari 14%. So you can see, dia ada 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 14. So this one now, you check the 14%, then you pandang, read down. Ke bawah. The next, kita cari on the side, right, sebelah. Ya adalah 5, right. The side here adalah representing period. Right, period, dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So kita nak 5. So 5, you pandang ke kiri. Alright. Then di mana dia akan cross. Bersilang, right? Alright, tempat dia bersilang, then you just copy, which is 1.9254. So you kalau takut salah, you highlight pen lah, highlight this one, then you just copy, and then you just masuk dalam sini. So 10,000, there you darab lah. 10,000 you darab 1.9254. Right, 1.9254. This one you copy from the table. Okay. Take out your calculators. You just calculate and then you give me the answer. All right, so we check. So yes, you have 19,254. All right, okay, betul. So I give you time to copy for those who want to copy. Right, if you have done, then you just type done in the message box. All right, then we continue. So next, you do this one, PV 8,000, interest rate 8%, year 8. So you calculate the future value. After that, you key the answer in the message box. All right, calculate. All right, so we check. Here we have future value interest factors. Yang ini kita panggil dia interest factors. Remember 1.8509. This one kita panggil dia interest factors. IF, interest factors. Then the future value, where you have 14,807 and 20 cents. All right, so correct. Now you calculate the second one, 5,000, 24%, 30 years. All right, so we check for the number 2. So we have future value interest factors 634.82 multiply 5,000, kita dapat 3,174 and 100. All right, so all correct, good. Now we go for the last one, 6,666, 15% and 8 years. Okay, so we check here. We have interest factors 3.0590, future value 20,391.29. All right, so I give you time to copy for those who want to copy. So if you have done, then you just type done in the message board. All right, done. Then we continue. All right, so Christina currently is 20 years old. If she invested 1,000 today for an investment, right, for 40 years, and the return rate is about 5%, calculate how much money Christina have when she reaches 60 years old. Right, calculate future value. All right, so we check here. We have PV 1000, right? Future value interest factors 5% and 40. Ya. Bukan 60, is 40. So we have interest factors 7.0400. All right, so we have 7,000, all right, 40. So everybody get the correct answer. All right, good. So I give you time to copy for those who want to copy. Right, if you have done, then you just type done. All right, so this one is what? Present value. Okay, so this one we reserve for next class. So any question before I stop?
No.
All right, if you have no question, then I'll see you again next class. So thank you and bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sir.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.